From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball next on the show. Back to the mound and off his leg. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Pitch on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And that misses 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, David Peralta.
Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he hung a curveball that time, and it stayed up around the letters. Ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Curveball that time, not even close. And this is on the ground for Kinsler at second. Scooped up, and a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
Outside, 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Striding into the box, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. Swing and a liner. That's a hit, the first of the new campaign for Detroit. Throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Good job of holding up on the 0-2 pitch right there, because clearly he was wanting to chase it.
Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Here's Justin Upton now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And Upton will reach as he looks at ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Justin Morneau, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Stepping into the box, James McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Nick Castellanos now. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. A bare hand for one. On to first. Man alive. What a double play. Now at the plate, A.J. Pollard. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Number 11, center fielder A.J. Pollard.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in, to me it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Jake Lamb standing in now.
Baseman Jake Lamb.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jake Lamb goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Yasmani Tomas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Upton on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
24, Miguel Cabrera.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Descalzo comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The shortstop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Peralta has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Descalzo ranges to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Brandon Drury. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Brandon
Back to work now is Verlander, as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1. And this is fouled into the seats over from first.
Man, I like the last two pitches. The changeup and then the fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Iglesias now at short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Daniel Descalzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. There's Kinsler at second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the catcher, Chris Iannetta. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And the Diamondbacks had their first hit of the game. Striding in once again, David Peralta. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Lifted the other way to left center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the. Digging in to try it again, J.D. Martinez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Ready for another chance. Victor Martinez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Justin Upton. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the left-handed hitting power threat, Justin Morneau. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there goes Upton. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 41.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The first baseman,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That was a good changeup right there. It just missed. But even better take for him to lay off it because it had the great movement, and he laid off it even with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Center fielder number 11.
First pitch on its way. A.J. Pollock is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Verlander sets his sights. Here it is on 2-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
Ground ball left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. So that extends the inning and gives Jake Lamb an opportunity with 2 out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Stepping in is Manny Tomas. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Well, he's got himself in a little bit of a jam, but I tell you what, he does as good a job as anybody. First and second, 2 outs. Now watch how he pitches on the corners and tries to get himself out of this.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. So striding in, James McCann. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
James
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Pollock has a read on it. 1 away. Nick Castellanos now comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. To third. Lamb is there. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Third baseman number
digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. And that misses 1-1.
Boy, he's got to want that pitch right there. I know he's been getting a few tonight already. But, man, he's around the plate. He's consistent. But like any pitcher, you want all the calls.
ready to deliver the 1-2. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Drury will put this one away, and the side is retired. Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Second baseman, Brandon
Now a first
Drury.
pitch curveball floats a bit high that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close. And now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. He'll get it into second, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out. In now, Daniel Descalzo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Descalzo.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. So striding
The
forward
catcher,
now,
number 8.
Chris Iannetta. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit on the ground to short. And a throw on to Morneau for route number 2. And he is in there. Digging in, David Peralta. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Verlander pauses. First pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5 shutout innings. Talk about dominant work so far.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Martinez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Ian Kinsler.
Line towards center field, and this will be a base hit for Kinsler. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base. Ready for another chance, J.D. Martinez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. And the pitch on 2-1. Check to swing there and pops this one up. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet. From the stretch, Justin Upton is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
That is power versus power. Here it is. Here's my best fastball. I'm going to get it up in the zone. I dare you to hit it.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning. Digging in to try it again. Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Left fielder, Jeremy.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
Hit out towards second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Martinez coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out. Digging in and looking for more, A.J. Pollock. A hit in 2 tries so far. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Softly hit out to short. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. Here's Justin Morneau. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
First baseman number 44, Justin.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Drury gloves it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher number 34.
Digging in once again, James McCann. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Line toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Castellanos. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a liner, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. McCann is on his way home. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game. Stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Pollock. Still going back into the pool area and gone.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now here in the Detroit half of the 7th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. A fastball that just misses inside.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Peralta is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Jake Lamb standing in now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Hey, great pitch right there. As a pitcher, you don't want hitters to get too comfortable in that batter's box. That pitch in now might set up some pitch outside.
And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. He threw first and hustling for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Yasmani Tomas stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Martinez has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. Brandon Drury will bat next. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Here's the 1-1 delivery. This one's down to third. And a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peralta moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Victor Martinez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Here's Justin Upton now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
First baseman number 44.
Zach Godley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 52. Zach.
And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Chop foul wide of first.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Striding in once again, James McCann. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. In there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a
ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Nick Castellanos is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. 0-2. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
On he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Drury is there, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Daniel Descalso. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Justin Wilson.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Detroit.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Nick Ahmed will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Ready once again, Chris Iannetta. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a little blooper to center. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2. So coming to the plate, David Peralta. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Miguel Cabrera. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Rounded down the third baseline. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1 out, nobody on. Chopped at the plate. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Now batting.
In now, Ian Kinsler. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Line drive to left. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around first, he's digging for second. Kinsler's going to keep going. He's headed for third. Throw won't get him. So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Martinez waiting for the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Hazelbaker has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. And that's cut. On and missed 0-1. Oswaldo Arcia will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, they're down a few right here, and I could get all over him for such a big swing. The bases are empty, and he takes a big power swing. But maybe he's trying to light a fire. He catches one and maybe gets him going, hits the ball in the seats, and now all of a sudden everybody gets rolling.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Oswaldo Arcia is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th.
I really like that pitch right there. The batter will tell you everything. You get a late swing right there on a fastball low and away. That means that's a great located pitch.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Castellanos has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the
digging in, A.J. Pollock. He was a ground out victim last time up. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the 9th.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Moving under it, Castellanos makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And guys, the Tigers got a great start in this one out of the gentleman you see there, Justin Verlander. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Well, everyone wants to get their season off on the right foot and feel like all the hard work during the offseason and spring training has paid off. He came out here excited to play a real game again, and he really had a great game.
Victorious Tigers, 8 runs on